It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning.
Kevin is the host.
And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz. And he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the KVJ show. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
What's happening, Virginia?
What's happening? It's Monday.
Yeah, it is.
Dragon.
You're dragging, huh?
Oh, yeah, I had Sunday Fun Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Who wants breakfast?
Get a girl. I want breakfast, and it's on the bird.
Wow, okay. What was your Sunday fun day all about?
So we went to celebrate Uncle Jerry's mom's birthday.
Yeah, I saw some photos there. You had a lovely brunch in the Circle Dining Room.
Yeah, it's at the Breakers.
Yeah.
I made a video, too. I haven't posted it yet. It's going to be on KVJ Eats.
Okay.
So everybody can see the whole experience.
Okay, that's you definitely take care of the elevated part of all of it.
Yes, but you know, it's all you can eat, all you can drink.
That's true, and all you can pay. That's the fun thing about the Breakers. They can take away any money you've got.
Oh, yes. It's very pricey, but it is elevated.
It is, absolutely.
Rocco couldn't believe it was unlimited caviar.
Oh, that's right. You trained him to love caviar.
He loves it. I mean, he's obsessed.
Who doesn't love beluga? Isn't that what caviar is?
Beluga. Yeah. That's one of them. I don't think they have beluga so much anymore. I think that one became like harder to get.
Okay, so I'm offending whales.
You're caviar from the 80s, just like all your references. So you're on brand.
All right, perfect.
That's good. What did you do after you had your brunch?
I kept the party going. I came home and had a bottle of champagne, cooked some gumbo, went around the neighborhood giving out treats.
Okay. Good heavens.
Yes.
It's quite a lot.
It was fun. It was a fun day. Fun day Sunday.
That's good. Berta, guess you and Denny's had your Great Gatsby party too over the weekend?
We sure did, Kevin. It was great fun.
Is that why you're dressed kind of like a detective today?
Well, you know, a detective is part of the KVJ horror movie, and I got a movie to sell here. So I'm doing promotion.
Okay. I got you. All right.
Are you dressed as your character from the movie?
You could say that I am, Meatface. Yes. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out our KVJ horror movie.
Meat face.
Such a term of endearment. Mm-hmm. That's good. Other things went on this weekend.
What'd you do?
I had a quiet weekend. Watched a lot of football. Went to the Green Market on Saturday. It was lovely. Saw a lot of KVJ Nationers out there.
Nice.
Beautiful people. I ran into Anna. And she's always in our chat room, but she said that a lot of people have blocked her. And I said, you know what? Maybe we need to start a campaign on Monday. You know what? Just give Anna a chance.
Well,
maybe this
what
should
did she say to get blocked?
So Anna is very opinionated. She just speaks her mind, and people don't like her opinion, but she never backs down, which whether you agree with Anna or not, I respect the fact that people have opinions, whether you like them or not. That's what it's about.
She does. Yeah, she says her piece. So I said, well, maybe we can convince people to, give it another shot. And, kind of like a pardon in a sense. They have people that are in prison for like 7-year sentences and they just let them out. If they can do that, then we can just go on ahead and let Anna out of the unblocking and just see how she does.
Dude, we've got such a chat room civil war going on. The movie has hit at the right time. Yes. There are cliques. There are subsets. Oh, yeah.
Infighting.
There have been groups blown up.
You told me this in the car ride the other day. You're like, so-and-so and so-and-so don't like each other anymore. I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah.
These were like tight factions that were very close, and the whole thing is blown up, Kevin.
Just like wrestling, these factions have blown up.
They used to roll together. I thought they were ride or die.
Oh, man. There are people who hate each other in the chat room.
Used to be friends. They're now enemies.
And everyone gives me the dirt. I'm the guy they go to with all the info.
Well, maybe today could be a coming together, kind of just an amnesty day of just trying to bring everything back together.
Are you trying to broker peace?
I am.
Look at you.
Because I hear the Nobel Prize is still open for peace. And I thought maybe if I could get in this and I could reunite our chat room, maybe I'll get it.
You're a low-budget Trump.
I'm trying to throw in a late entry.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
See, and she got political. Oh, the chat room's going crazy.
Didn't he broker peace?
I got him back together. Virginia threw out a political reference. I'll split apart again. She's not doing my piece.
You can't even make jokes because it just...
Is that what Anna did? Did she get political?
I just think Anna's got strong opinions.
Okay.
And like you rub people the wrong way sometimes with your strong opinions.
Okay.
But that's what helps make the show.
Yeah, I should be blocked in the chat room.
You should be blocked on the air. I've been telling Kevin this for about 8 years in.
You better bring more people if you're going to try that move.
Yeah, I believe
You
me.
don't have enough on your team.
I've lost that fight. I kid. I love your difference of opinion.
Okay, so a peaceful Monday we hope for.
We hope.
We'll see. I'm sure that Mike McDaniel's hoping for a very peaceful Monday as well.
Oh, yeah. What's going on with him?
Oh, boy. Got a few things to get into there. I had told you that it'd be really bad if the Dolphins went to Cleveland to take on the 1-5 Browns and did not fare well. And they did not fare well.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, it was a very rough outing. So we'll get into that, but they weren't the only ones. There were a couple other rough outings that happened over the weekend, so we'll get to that as well. But the good news is we're up on YouTube right now. You can go and watch the KVJ show. Yeah, it's going to be a rough Monday for some of us. Mondays are just tough anyway, but imagine you went to Cleveland to take on the 1-5 Browns. And you're the 1-5 Dolphins, and you go there and get blasted.
Blasted?
Blasted. I mean, it was not even a close contest. It was really pretty embarrassing. It just it went from bad to worse. And yeah, when you really kind of look down, just some of the mistakes that were made, it is really kind of hard to believe this is a professional football team. They lost 31-6 to a 1-5 team. Dolphins fall to 1-6, arguably the worst team in the NFL, maybe next to the Jets.
Who did the Dolphins beat?
They beat the Jets.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the Jets are the worst, but we're the second worst.
Yeah, arguably. Yeah, I mean, and even then, I don't know. Again, when they played, they called it the toilet bowl because they were both, terrible. But
goofing around.
yes. Tua, the quarterback for the Dolphins, 3 picks, including a pick 6 on the first play of the second half. That kind of made sure that things were, going that way. His last interception, really ugly, just kind of a play that you'd think a seasoned quarterback would not make that throw and that play, and that was picked, and so that just calls into a lot of questions. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what Mike McDaniel's doing. I don't know what the GM's doing. I don't know what the owner's doing. I don't know what anybody's doing. And people are going to the game. I don't know what you're doing. Here was Mike McDonald's well-spoken press conference afterwards to explain the loss.
There's a lot of guys that will have an important work week because we're not. I mean, if you are negatively affecting the football team routinely, I don't have a choice but to, assess a different player, and I have to coach a lot better as well. So we're going to find out who and what we're made of.
Okay, all right. So apparently some people's jobs are at risk, at least on the team itself.
Confidence sounding low with that guy.
What do you mean?
Can we get him a public speaking class?
What are you talking about? Everything's going great. I just feel like I am having the best time as a coach.
No one ever taught him how to speak?
Loved coaching the Dolphins.
There have been some people that have kind of popped off about that. Like Teddy Bruschi, who was a Super Bowl champion with the Patriots. He just said, look, if that's the guy standing in front of my locker room and is commanding us into battle, I have no confidence in him. And he said just his whole presence, his demeanor, the way he speaks, he's not a head football coach. And how they didn't see that when they hired him, I really don't know. But very nice guy, lovely family. And that's all good.
Sweetheart.
Absolutely. Love him
his
as a person.
style. Love
He's
his...
a entertaining dude. He's a great human and all that kind of stuff.
He's not mean enough. He's not balls enough.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it's not clicking.
He needs that
Yeah. Now
Something.
He's dealing with some personnel issues as well, and that's not all him. That goes on to the general manager, Chris Greer, and he's made many mistakes as well. So just top to bottom. But arguably the worst franchise now in the NFL has just gotten worse over the weekend. So we'll see what happens with them. But they're just kind of saying, so what do? Do you want to unleash this on another coach? Do you wait till after the bye? They might just write it out for the rest of the season. I mean, the season's pretty much lost. There's no way this team is coming back. Probably already mathematically eliminated from the playoffs anyway. So, maybe just hold on to this crew at the end of the year, then get rid of everything. But if they try to bring it back one more time, they're going to lose a lot of season ticket holders. In fact, that would be the toughest job if they bring this whole crew back next year, trying to sell Dolphins season tickets. Because I get that call. They'd be like, hey, would you like to get some season tickets? I'm like,
click. There's going to be a lot of hang-ups.
Yeah.
People are just going to have no patience.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. The Dolphins go to Atlanta next weekend. Falcons actually took an L yesterday, too, but they got a pretty good defense. We'll see. It's probably a little too much for the Dolphins, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe they radically turn it around. But I don't think so. And remember on Friday, I was telling you that the Miami Hurricanes, number 2 ranked team, they were playing Louisville at Hard Rock Stadium. I said, this is the game that, when you're a number 2 team, you got to take care of and you got to win it. They did not.
Oh.
They were upset 24-21.
Oh.
Yes. So they did not handle business and kind of calls into question what's happened to the Canes. So if you got your Canes Are Back shirt, you might want to put that in the closet because they have not earned the moniker Canes Are Back yet. Yeah, I know.
We just got the shirt.
I get the shirt out every year. I mean, they go like 9-0. I get the shirt out, and then they lose 3 straight. It's crazy.
Oh.
So, yeah. So the Canes took an L. Tough weekend. Florida State, they lost at Stanford. That's a game they should not be losing, so their coach's job is probably in question as well.
Oh, man.
They do not look very good, and the Florida Gators actually fired their coach. So that's kind of the state of Florida football from over the weekend. They did win 23-21, but it's kind of an ugly game, and they were getting booed on their way off the field at the Swamp. So Billy Napier is no longer the coach of the Florida Gators. So it was kind of a rough weekend. Oh, and then FAU lost 48-13. So, yeah, it was kind of...
Which game was the game that your son was going to with his girlfriend and you were left out of the equation?
He went to the Canes game on Friday.
He did.
Yeah. It just goes to show you, too, it really is amazing. He went 1 hour before the game. He bought a ticket on the 50-yard line behind the Louisville bench for $48.
Wow.
Which is just unreal. When you got the number 2 team, and they were playing a good Louisville team. It's just so odd to me, sports in South Florida, because, I grew up outside of Columbus, Ohio, and Buckeyes. That ticket would be a minimum of probably $1,200 to $1,300 in Columbus. Like the fact you could get that for $48.
Now,
that's amazing.
Did he get a physical ticket that he bought from a person out front, or did he do it online?
I think he did it online.
Wow.
Yeah, and the crowd was sparse. They did not have a good showing for a team that was ranked number 2 and playing a pretty good team. Yeah, it was a rough showing on Friday, all the way around.
I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, I think it does affect Miami a bit because when you want players to come, other teams are going to say, hey, you could be number 2 and playing a really good team, and this is going to be the crowd that you play in front of.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing.
And it is. It makes it harder to recruit. So, yeah. And a big shout out, too, to Cardinal Newman. They beat West Boca on Friday. A big high school matchup. So that was the good stuff. If you're looking for anything to root for, the Panthers lost as well, but Lionel Messi looked great and Inter Miami got a win 5-2.
Okay.
That was the only positive thing that happened in South Florida sports over the weekend. All right, coming up here in just a couple of minutes, going to take a quick look at what went on with Jbird this weekend. Is it possible he ran into a KVJ Nationer and said that the show's not funny anymore? Well, how
Absolutely.
are you doing?
People say the most sideways stuff to him out in public. Like they'll start it by, no offense, but, and then they'll tell him how bad he looks, how old he looks.
Well, look, this was not a critique on me. It was a critique on the show. So y'all have to take the L on this one.
Oh, absolutely. I agree, yeah. Okay, so what did not happen to Jbird over the weekend? Lots of different things going down. So which one of these, of all the things, is something that did not happen? Did he drink somebody else's beer accidentally at a party?
Whoopsie.
Okay.
I've done that.
Yeah. Did he find a giant lizard in his house? Did he drive his Jeep to the stop sign and it just died on him? Did he drop his brand new glasses in a fire but save them only burning his hand minimally?
Only minimal.
Or did he get told that the show isn't funny anymore in a costume store by a former KVJ Nationer?
Very specific.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that one happened.
Yeah. I'm going to say that did not happen. I mean, who would ever say this show's not funny, Virginia? I mean, come on.
I hope your Jeep didn't die at a stop sign.
So you both have thrown a lot at me right now. First of all, my Jeep did stop.
It did?
Yeah, ever since I broke those keys down the elevator shaft, my baby's not working so hard anymore. She's losing juice. I think
Did you just leave it at the stop sign and just scratch it as a loss?
No, I had to help. I had to push it back to my driveway.
How embarrassing.
Which is great for the hip. So, yeah, that did happen.
Oh, no.
So that one, knock off the list. And a funny twist of fate, yes, we did get a comment at a costume store about how we're not funny anymore because every time they tune in, we're talking about sports. And I didn't have the heart to tell Kevin that after our football talk.
Well, you know.
Okay, it was their. Those are not my words. That was their words.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Other things that went on. Did you drink somebody else's beer accidentally at a party?
Yes, I did.
Oh, that was that Great Gatsby party you went to?
Yeah, they all look the same when it comes to beers and cans.
Okay.
Did the person look clean?
I don't know. I probably got the flu.
Again?
Yeah, I know.
Didn't we just have the flu?
You know what? Somehow the flu eluded me. I don't know how.
It was all around you.
It was dancing on my heart and on my lungs, but somehow did not penetrate.
I feel like you're trying to get the flu.
No, I am not.
Drinking random beers.
You got a giant lizard in your house?
Yeah, remember I told you how there's a lizard in my house?
Yeah.
She is no longer alive.
Oh,
She died.
You found the carcass.
Yeah, and it was in the laundry room.
Yeah, they don't live long, I think, when they get inside.
I think you're right, man. I tried to put little foods out for her or him. I tried to gender it. I don't know about lizard genitalia.
Lizard pronouns are escaping you.
Nah.
Don't you misgender your lizard.
I didn't mean to. If I did, I don't want to offend the lizard community.
And you dropped your brand new glasses in a fire?
Not at all. They're
Nice.
perfect.
Okay.
Look at these things.
We don't need any harm there.
$19 at CVS, baby.
You'll never lose them.
You're right. I will never lose them.
That is the best way to make sure you hold on to stuff. Denny's has something going down. He's going to be doing an allergy test.
Oh, I did this. So at Aspire, they do the scratch test on you. And they basically put these drops. And in each drop is like cat juice, dog juice, grass juice. And then they scratch it. And if it gets red and inflamed, then you're allergic to that. You're allergic to dog or cat or grass. Mm-hmm. But they do like 80 of them all over you. Like they use your arms, your back. It's not fun, Denny's.
Yeah, they showed me the thing. It looks like...
wait, your microphone's not on.
It is on.
It's not on.
It wasn't on, but it's on now, so I think we're good.
I don't think it's on.
It looks like I have no power.
Now it's not on.
It's turned on, but...
It's turned on. Yeah, come over here. That's going to be a problem because isn't that Megan's microphone later?
I'll put the report in.
I predict major problems later.
But yeah, they showed me the thing. It looks like kind of like a horse brush, except for it's all little needles. And I guess they hit you once, and then they hit you on the other side. It's got like 40 little prongs on it, so that's 80 total.
Oh, geez.
But it's cool because I've been allergic to a ton of stuff, and I have no idea what I'm allergic to. So this will be finally, some clarity on that. But the bummer of it is you can't take antihistamines for 5 days. So I haven't had an antihistamine since Thursday last week.
Now, you normally take that to kind of keep your allergies at bay?
I have to take them every single day.
Oh, wow.
He's allergic to cats. and he lives in a house with cats.
That really love to cat around, man. They are just.
They love
cats.
to cuddle him.
It's been a rough few days.
They go up to him, just hug him around his neck.
I feel like they know.
Yeah.
Because cats come up to me too a lot. And I'm like, dude, come on. That ain't cool.
Yeah, but you're a witch. They think they kind of owe something. Do you notice they're black cats?
Always.
But yes, I've just been showering 3 times a day to try to keep it at bay. But it is rough if you have allergies and you don't take anything for it. It's just horrible. My eyes, my skin itches. It's terrible.
That is brutal. Yeah, it's tough that you got to do it that way.
Yeah,
I thought that was weird.
Me and Denny's were talking that me and him have never physically looked worse ever.
I just get over the flu and then I immediately have to go into no allergy pills whatsoever.
So puffy and scruffy.
Oh my gosh! I mean, from the KVJ horror movie with all the makeup, my eyes are permanently damaged.
You hit a new bottom.
Thank goodness neither one of you are single right now.
Thank God.
I'd hate to put that out in the game.
So, is it really worth getting that shingles shot? I've heard how bad the shingles are if you get it later on in life. And if you've had the chicken pox, I guess when you were younger, it is something that's still laying dormant in your system and could just flare right back up. But it's not like the old chicken pox. It's worse.
And what scared me, my neighbor, she's the same age as me, and she is like vibrant. And she got the shingles, and it lasted for 4 months. Like a huge gash that was like itchy and red and horrible on her midsection. It was big.
Yeah.
And so that scared me. And like you said, a few months ago, I went and got shot number 1.
Yep.
Made the mistake of getting it during the week and then had to come to work the next day. And I was miserable. I felt like I had the flu.
What day was that? There's so many days where you're miserable.
Yeah.
So this time I was like, all right, I'm going to get it on a Friday night. And then if I have to be sick, I'm sick on Saturday when I don't have any kind of work events to do. And boy, sure enough, the second one was worse than the first.
So that was over the weekend?
Yeah, that was on Saturday. And then I had to go to a funeral, and I felt so sick at the funeral. I thought I was going to die.
So how can we make this story a little bit sadder? Did a pet get lost?
I know.
Oh my, it's like a country song.
Back to back with your lizard death story.
We do have a country song on deck here.
We are a country song.
That's rough. Like, do they have any numbers on what your odds are of getting the shingles later on?
When I talked to the doctor, that was the one thing he said. Just make sure you get that shingles shot because shingles is terrible. So you don't want to have to deal with that. And if you had chicken pox, you can get shingles. I don't know how many people get it, but my neighbor scared the crap out of me when I saw hers.
See, I got Pringles now. Shingles I can't speak on, but my mom had it.
She did.
She did, and I had chicken pox as a 16-year-old, which was real awesome in high school. Am I leading the league in potential shingles?
Yeah, I think so, because if somebody in your family had it, that's like a direct DNA link to you.
Yeah.
But you're not 50 yet, are you?
If you round me up.
You're the same as Panda. You're 49.
I'm 48. Don't you dare add an age. People get very mad that age, that 1 year counts. Step off. I'm 48. And I'm not happy about it.
She's pissy.
So, Bird, what do you think? Are you going to do the shingle shot when you get to that point?
No, probably not at all. But you will find me getting Pringles.
And then you'll get shingles.
It really is more of a priority.
It'll be a debilitating case of shingles.
Got to make sure I got sour cream. Got to make sure I got cheddar.
Yeah.
And then, you're right. When I'm like, if, God willing, I make it to my 60s, I guess it's shingle time. But I'm going to turn it. Shingle party. My house.
So if you get these shingle shots, there's zero chance that you will ever get the shingles then.
I hope.
Oh, Kevin.
Oh my gosh. If you go through the vaccine and then you still get shingles like COVID. Remember we got the COVID vaccine and then got COVID? That was fun.
I'm no doctor, Kevin, but I don't think there's 0% of anything out there.
He's right. There's not a 0% of anything, but I hope the numbers are low.
I think they even have to make sure they put 99.9 just in case of an anomaly of anything.
You will see me be hot pissed if I actually get the shingles after going through the shot twice.
And I want to let the audience know, when Virginia does get the shingles, I am announcing my retirement.
Yes. Good plan.
I'm taking my talents to my couch.
They say the likelihood of getting it is low, but it's not impossible. So you could still get shingles even after
Kevin.
getting the shot.
See?
Now you're in my head. Why did you bring that up?
Well, I was just curious because as I'm thinking about it myself, I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to go through the agony of losing a couple weekends, for the hopefulness that I don't get these shingles itself and get knocked down for 4 months, like you were saying a friend did, it's very painful.
Painful. It's like a rash. And she said it started and it looked like little zits. And so she was popping them thinking they were like zits.
That's good.
And that made it worse.
Make everybody, make nobody want to eat their breakfast.
Yeah. Wow.
You are in her head like shingles, Kevin.
She's in my head, too. I mean, I think we're in each other's head at the same time.
I'm going through my paranoid era.
Oh, you're going to be a great old person. You're very good at complaining and just really horrifying any kind of ailment that you might have.
So sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll put the call out there. If there's anybody that got the shingles vaccine and then you still got the shingles. Now, Lisa said, yeah, you can actually still get the shingles after having the vaccine. A friend of my sister has had the vaccine. She got it several times after getting it.
Several?
Well, you at least hope that it's not as bad then if you do pick it up. And maybe you're just, more prone to getting the shingles than other people. That's what would be great. If they could give you a test to say, here is your likelihood of getting the shingles, then it would really help me know how fast I'm going to get this. Because, you don't sell it like it sounds exciting.
If I had shingles and I tripped and fell into Virginia's neck, does she get neck shingles?
Are shingles contagious?
It's a fair question.
I think the chicken pox are. I don't know why the shingles wouldn't be.
Wow.
I'm no doctor, but I'm just saying I don't know what would be different if it's the same virus.
And
So if I touch your shingle, I can get shingles?
I would definitely trip and give you neck shingles.
I'd be so mad at you.
I know. It would be such a tough thing to just to get rid of.
I would feel bad for punching a guy with shingles, but I would still do it.
Then you get knuckle shingles.
I would power through it.
One person texted in, they said, I'm 39 and my shingles started with back pain for a week and then came the rash. I went to the emergency room. They diagnosed me with the shingles and I don't know what's worse, the rash or the nerve pain. It's excruciating. Get the vaccine.
Wow.
39?
I do know my mom struggled with the shingles. She did. She did not like having them.
Dang.
She struggled with Pringles too, though. That's a real story.
Both of those she passed down to you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and people in the chat room are saying, yes, the shingles are contagious AF.
They're contagious.
They're contagious.
So don't touch anybody's shingle.
Mm-hmm. They always had that. I don't know if it was a myth or if it was real, but they said when you were a kid, if you got chicken pox, you only get it once and then you're not contagious after. You can't get chicken pox a second time.
I remember that. That was the thing. If you got it once, they wanted you to get it when you were young, and then you were good.
But is that pox lie?
Is everything a lie?
Kind of feels that way, doesn't
It
it?
kind of feels that way.
I feel like
I'm in the spin zone just with everything medical.
I don't know for sure, but I guarantee you Kevin's going to get a long text message about how you can definitely get chickenpox twice.
Big Pharma's lying to us, Shingles is lying to us, and chickenpox lied to us.
It's got political, Kevin.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away.
Cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design. Well, if you were watching like I was over the weekend, details from Denise Richards' divorce, kind of a crazy scene on Friday. So they were there on Friday, and she's trying to get a permanent restraining order against him. So they were telling the judge everything. And while they took a break in the court, they arrested Aaron Vipers, her soon-to-be ex-husband, and he was removed from the Los Angeles courthouse in handcuffs. Now, if you go back to season 10 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I remember this scene. They were leaving Kyle Richards' house, and Denise and Aaron were leaving because there was drama between the women, and Aaron was getting involved in it, and he shouldn't have. Denise was trying to help Aaron in this situation because they were mic'd up, and she was telling him, don't say anything till we remove our mic packs and give them back to production. Don't say an effing word. She was trying to protect him in that moment, and he told her with a hot mic on, don't tell me what to say. I'm going to crush your effing hand. He was holding her hand, and he said that on a hot mic. We all heard it. It was a physical violence threat. So I believe her when she says that he gave her multiple concussions while they were married. She talks about him giving her a black eye one time. She talks about him slamming her against a concrete wall and her hitting her head. She talks about him squeezing her head. Like, I believe her because he'd said it on a hot mic. Season 10, go back and listen to it.
Do I have to? Because I think I kind of got it.
I'm gonna believe you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with that.
I trust you, dog.
Yeah.
You don't have to go back and listen to it, but just know that Aaron Vipers is a bad guy, and it was exciting to see him arrested while they were in court. Yes, we love that.
That's quite a statement, huh?
Quite a statement. He was released later that same Friday. He posted, I guess, part of the $200,000 bail. So he is out.
I saw he's going after OnlyFans money.
Yeah, he wants everything. So hopefully he doesn't get a penny of it. This will be interesting to see how it plays out. On Saturday, Brandy was on stage with Monica in Chicago, and they were performing, and mid-concert, Brandy abruptly left the stage. I guess she felt faint and dehydrated and had to go immediately to see a doctor. And she took to social media to tell everybody she was so sorry. And she will be on stage in Indianapolis coming up.
Was it during The Boy Is Mine?
I don't know what song.
It had to have been if it's Brandy and Monica doing a song together.
I think they're doing a tour. I don't know how many songs on stage they do. This is what it sounded like.
Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta get my.
No.
Uh-oh.
Dang.
That's scary, man.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're definitely keeping you in our thoughts and prayers. Hopefully you'll get hydrated and fix whatever was broken.
I had such a crush on her. Oh, my gosh.
They're both immensely talented.
Growing up. Oh, my gosh.
They did notice, though, when she walked off the stage and handed her mic over, somehow she was still singing.
Oh, the vocal track.
I guess.
You got to stop that vocal track.
Yes. Sound person. Let's.
Oh, no.
What a trick how she can throw her voice like that.
Hit stop.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And finally here, J-Lo's first husband, Ohani Noah, has now publicly accused her of cheating. So I guess that she put up this post and said in it, none of her exes were capable of loving her. And so he was like, okay, well, if you're going to put that out there that I wasn't capable of loving you, you're the one who wasn't capable of being honest and faithful. He said, and I quote, the problem isn't us. The problem is you. You're the one who couldn't keep it in your pants.
She's parched. She's quite thirsty.
Yeah.
And it's all backfiring. She does not make a right move. She's not made a right move in quite a long time. Everything that she does comes off unlikable.
So, yeah. Firing back on Instagram, Ohani Noah is not going to be quiet. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
All All right, got some celebrities having a birthday today. Got a big old happy birthday shout out right here to John Krasinski. Spent a little time on The Office. Done some other great projects as well.
And
Jack Ryan was good.
What was his character name on The Office?
Jack Ryan?
There you go.
No.
Stop Jack Lyon. No. It was Jim.
Jim
Halpert.
Jim. Sorry.
Snoop Dogg, he is also having a birthday today. He is turning 54 years old. And boy, he's really kind of changed his tune now. He's got this new song called Love is Love. You know, he'd made some comment about having some same-sex relationships in kids programming, and that did not go over well received. And so now he's done a complete 180 on that. He's got a new cartoon himself, and they have some same-sex relationships in it. And he's even come out with this song.
Love is Love is a record that my kids program, Doggyland, presented me. Where it's the song where it's teaching love is love, it's teaching parenthood, it's teaching the situations that kids and the world is going through right now in a beautiful way through song, dance, melody, and just trying to get more understanding, clarity on how we live and the way we live. And I felt like this music is a beautiful, bridge to bringing understanding. This is a program that we've been doing for years where we involve kids, and these are things that kids have questions about. So now hopefully we can help answer these questions and, help them to live a happy life and understand that love is love.
Okay, there you go. All part of his Doggyland cartoon, and that's to kind of cover up the comments he'd made about the Pixar movie Lightyear. So it's kind of the other side of it.
Was the comments controversial about Lightyear?
Yes.
Yeah, he had just basically said that he didn't think you need to put that in kids programming, and some people had some thoughts on that. So he's obviously changed his tune and done that 180, and now he's putting them in his own cartoons, and it's definitely changed the way he feels about it, apparently. Kamala Harris could have been the president, but she's not. She's 61 today. She's kind of chilling somewhere, I guess. Also, Viggo Mortensen. He is 67. He played Aragorn in the Lord of the Rings movies. He was up there when he played that role. If you look back 20 years, he was late 40s when he did that. Some other birthdays we got going on here. Got to give a little shout out here to Jake. Happy 56 from Jenny, Jacob, and Jackson. And there's his photo next to some cacti.
Dang, that's some big cacti.
That is. You can get some good water out of that. If you puncture it in the right spot, Virginia, there is great water that comes.
I would pay money to see you try.
That's how people survive. There's water in those cactuses.
Yeah. Also, happy little 11th birthday to Hunter. Says we're going to be at the Scales Reptile Show for his birthday in West Palm. Very nice.
Ooh.
Kev, if you show up, we can get you to hold some snakes. Good.
Yes.
Thanks, Jen.
They sent us a personal invitation on Instagram for you to go and hold as many snakes as you want. They won't charge you. You can come in there and love on all the reptiles.
I do appreciate that invite. Thank you so much.
I mean,
I don't know if I'm just there quite yet.
After 5 snakes, does it become numb?
Maybe that's how you get over your fear of snakes.
Yeah, if I really, kind of dedicated myself to it, I got a lot of the projects. I get my shingle shot. There's a lot of other fun things I got on the calendar right now.
But imagine if on Friday you did your shingle shot and then you did snake stunt on Saturday. That's a weekend full of shingles, snakes.
You're so impressive.
I think you are.
Yeah.
Danger, Kev.
That's a lot to take on. And happy birthday to Mike as well. That is Cannon's girlfriend's grandpa. So,
Aw.
yeah, very nice.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, a little shout out there.
Think fast, think fast. If you don't come in first, you might as well be last. Think fast.
All right, let's get that mind going here today on a Monday morning. Got Virginia, Jbird, and producer Denny's. We're going to see who is awake. I
Is
know
that
Virginia.
microphone still broken over there?
I'm gonna share
You
Bird.
gotta share. Cuddles. Sorry.
I love this guy.
Well, Virginia went out drinking yesterday. Denny's is not on his allergy medication.
Or his microphone.
All kinds of challenges here today. All right, looking for a quick, sensible answer here to get a point. First
Sensible,
topic.
Virginia.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
All right, Sneezy.
Okay, first one I've got for you here is give me a type of car that starts with the letter M.
Mustang.
I know Virginia said Mustang. Denny's, were you getting in there with something? What did you
Said
have?
Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi? Can't tell. If
You
Denny's
can't
was in
tell because you're
first.
off mic.
I know. I can barely hear Denny's.
And then you hear my madman rambling.
You say
What'd you
Mazda?
say?
I said Pontiac.
Monty.
I don't think it's going to count.
Jbird was wrong. I think.
Denny's was off mic.
I know. That's why.
But he was first.
I think he was first.
Yeah.
I couldn't really tell.
I'll back
difficult.
up. Yeah, we'll try to almost like do off this thing.
Okay, give me a brand name that starts with the letter N.
Nike.
That'll work. Nice, Denny's.
Wow.
I locked inside of Kevin with a different letter.
Okay. All right, what about the next one here? Give me a household item that starts with the letter T.
Titanium.
What'd you say, Virginia?
Television.
Television. I think that worked because all we have is Jbird stuttering. I couldn't hear anything.
What were you trying to say, Porky Pig?
Titanium.
Titanium. Because you have so much of that laying around
That
at
was
the
the remix
crib.
version.
I really did. I was slow out the gate on that one.
Okay, give me a piece of furniture that starts with the letter C.
Chair.
Couch.
I'll go chair. Yeah, that works. Okay, Virginia's tied it up with Denny's, 2 apiece here.
But Bert's still sniffing around.
Give me a clothing brand that starts with the letter P.
Polo.
Polo will work, Virginia.
What is going on? Spit it out.
You're a stutter and you're a hack.
Oh my God.
Stutter hack.
I mean, I lead the league in stutters right now.
Okay, Virginia, quick to put it away here, maybe. She's up 3-2.
Come on, Denny's, you can do it.
He's giving up. Denny's, I'm putting everything I got behind you.
We can do it, dog.
Something you'd find in a garage that starts with the letter J.
Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, Denny's.
Oh, he just
Okay.
bought
I had to buy
one.
one.
That's right.
All
Out
right.
of mind.
Tied at 3 apiece.
Sorry, Daddy, we couldn't hear you. You're off mic again.
What, Denny's?
It's front of mind.
All right, give me a country that starts with the letter S.
Sudan.
I think I heard a Spain out of Denny's.
Way off mic, but yes, he did say Spain.
Oh, I
What did
heard
you say?
Bird was.
I said Sudan.
I mean,
Okay. All right. I'll give it to Bird then. I'll give him a point here.
Thank you. Thank you, Father.
Give me a U.S. state that starts with the letter M.
Maine.
Maine.
Okay, Bird.
Oh, he's back.
You can't let him in.
He's back. Look at him.
These wings are feeling real nice. Like.
Give me a city that starts with the letter D.
Detroit.
I don't know. Maybe that was Bird again. I'll say it's all tied at 3. Next point wins.
Wow. How did you do it?
I don't know. I'll do a press conference after.
Give me a body of water that starts with the letter L.
Lake Michigan.
I'm going to go Lake Michigan. That works. Virginia at the end puts it away. Hard-fought battle, though.
Dang it. Evil wins again.
Suck it, stutters.
What did you say, Denny's?
Can't believe it.
Dennis can't believe it. Off mic, though.
Well, we got a little Mad Mama drama going on here today. And it's all about what her 10-year-old son wants to dress up for as his costume for Halloween. He wants to get political. People are saying, as long as it's not politics, I think it'd be fine. So now that it is politics, oh boy. Now, he thinks it would be very cool and funny to go as President Trump. I don't think he fully understands that there is a lot of tension about this kind of stuff politically at his age, and I'm terrified of the backlash that he's going to get. And I don't want angry parents confronting me in the car line or kids confronting him. I just don't think he fully understands what this would entail. Now, my husband's saying, look, it's just a costume. He thinks I'm overreacting and doesn't think that kids will give him that much pushback. But I said, look, can we just go with something fun? I don't want any kind of hassle with this. You know, I told him if our kid walks into school with a red hat and a wig, we're basically signing up for a Facebook neighborhood debate. So do I shut it down before it explodes, or do I let him wear it and deal with the fallout?
If it was me, I would absolutely shut it down. It doesn't matter which side you're on. Mm-hmm. It's not the time. You don't want to have your kid in a fight. Adults are squirrely about politics right now. Do you really want your kid and some adult to have beef? That doesn't feel like a very safe scenario for me.
Look, it should be something, no matter how you feel about anything politically and, whatever, that, you should be like, all right, whatever, teach their own. They can do whatever they want to do. But you know how people go today, and I don't know that they would react that way.
I mean, it really all depends on what you're able to put up with in life. If you're able to wear a costume and then get the comments and get the pushback, because, I mean, people are going to push back. If you're okay with that and you're able to deal with it, then I think you're fine. If you're not able to and you're get upset and there's going to turn into a thing, that's a different story. So what are you able to put up with in life?
I just would never want my kid to be in a verbal confrontation with an adult. If at all, I want to avoid that while they're a kid. Mm-hmm. I mean, if it's two adults going at it, great. Argue all you want. But I don't want my kid to make people at his school mad to where somebody who's an adult says something sideways to him, and now there's a battle.
Now, I know we've had a KVJ Nation, and her kid goes as Trump, loves it, and I don't know that he had any problems doing it. So some kids do it, and it's just his own choice. And if you run interference and you're with him the entire time, he'd be like, hey, it's what he wanted to do. Can you just let him have fun for trick or treat? And can we not make this a big
And he's
deal?
a Democrat.
Yeah, right. That's the irony of it.
What if he doesn't, he stays in character the entire time and never breaks character?
That'd be kind of impressive if he's got a great impression.
That would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 6 hours of nonstop impression.
Yeah.
And how thick is his skin?
Yeah. Look, he's in, fifth grade if he's 10. And I think you can have a real conversation with him about it and understand what is going on. Say, hey, this is a choice that you're going to make. Do you want this? Or there are likely going to be some comments that some people might say to you. So are you ready for that? Just, prepare him. And then, at this point, maybe let him make his own choice.
That's how I look at all of this stuff. If you want to look, you dress however you want to dress, and
dress however you want to dress, but just know somebody might say something very mean and hurtful to you.
Halloween is about dressing up and doing something that you're not. That's what the custom of dressing up for Halloween. I know that you could go deeper into what Halloween means, but it's typically a night where you dress like something, fantasy.
Look, there are some people that clearly like to kind of shock and awe with their costume. You see it as adults where they will wear something that is going to get a reaction. I think they want that. I think that they enjoy that some people are going to be turned off by their costume and may have something to say to them. That's the whole angle.
Some people are looking for a fight.
Well, just know that, when you go out in the world, not everyone's going to play by what you think the right rules are. And you may hear some stuff that, and if you're the kind of person that's able to let it bounce off your back.
Mm-hmm. I just don't trust adults around my 10-year-old. I don't trust that they can keep it together and not say something horrific.
I mean, some people say even a better costume is zombie Hulk Hogan.
Now that's polarizing.
That's polarizing just in this room.
Now, one comment that I saw here in the chat said, why bring the heat? You got plenty of options. You can wear something else. You could say, hey, look, as a parent, we don't want to make this statement publicly. And so I don't want to take heat because people will think that that's where I side, and it could affect how neighbors treat us, how they think about us. I could run into somebody I work with. And, if those are the issues where you say, look, we just don't want to, put ourselves into this, and you wearing this costume would do that. I think as a parent, too, you have that right to tell your kid, be like, no, that's just something because, look, anyone in this family, what you do is a reflection on the family. And we just don't want that reflection.
I know somebody remember the croc hunter, rest in peace, Steve Irwin?
Yeah.
He went to a party dressed as dead Steve Irwin with a stingray through his body. And not everyone loved that costume, but he had the right temperament. He realized that not everyone was going to dig his costume.
He was ready for the heat, and he's a grown up.
Yep.
I think that's the difference. For me, if you're a grown up and you're ready for the heat, do it. But I'm not ready to send my 10-year-old into a verbal altercation with an unhinged adult or just any kind of adult that speaks sideways. And I think that politics makes people speak sideways nowadays.
Yeah, but I mean, there's people that disagree with you in the sense that this is how I feel, this is my right as an American, and I'm expressing, my whatever.
But he's 10.
No,
I'd just be worried about my baby. Rocco's 10. I can't imagine sending Rocco out with a polarizing costume either way. On any side of politics, because I don't want adults to say anything to him that's sideways.
I think there's a certain, you go down the president list and you finally get to a place where people aren't mad. Like, I think you could dress as Reagan and people aren't going to get mad.
I'm not going to dress him as Biden either. I'm not going to dress him as Kamala. I'm not going to dress. If it's polarizing, I don't want to be involved in it.
Lincoln, I think you're good.
Lincoln, you're good.
I think there's certain.
Lincoln, George Washington, you're good.
Unless you do head wound Lincoln, and some people might take offense to that.
Okay.
I know.
All right. Zombie Lincoln might get some eyebrows.
That's it.
I know too soon.
That's it. Big Prince of Peace said if you want to tone it down, you could dress him as Jeffrey Epstein. Okay. Yeah, that'd be a good one, too. Yeah, that's hot list.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely
we had a couple of Palm Beach costumes that might get a little bit of heat.
You're right.
Yeah. So should she let her son wear a President Trump costume? He's 10 years old. 63% of people said no, that they don't think it'd be worth the price of what you'd have to pay with the conversations out there, the reflection of the neighbors and the chat and all that kind of stuff. So it depends upon how you feel. If you're trenched in and you feel strongly about it, she clearly does not as a parent. She's waffling on it. So I might encourage him to do something else and just say, look, can we not? I want Halloween to be fun. I don't want to be full of fighting.
I'm on her side. I want peace and candy and love and cocktails. I don't want political fighting.
Okay, so if you want a real ghost encounter, what is your likelihood right here in the state of Florida? Where do we rank amongst the states with the most ghost encounters? It's not too bad. Now, number one on the list is New York.
Huh.
You think about that, the Amityville Horror is from the state of New York?
Yeah, Long Island. That was one town over from where my dad grew up.
Okay.
So he was in Massapequa, and Amityville is right next door. He said that was a creepy sight.
And that is a creepy movie. And I watched it a long time ago, and I didn't remember it. And I watched it recently. First of all, that man's beard is next level. It is amazing. And secondly, it is a creepy movie, man. You would not do well watching that movie.
I have never watched it. I won't watch it because it's based on a real story, right?
It is. It's based on a real. Now, I'm sure they took liberties with it, but yeah, it's based on a real story.
Okay. Well, if you're looking at the most haunted states with the most ghost encounters, New York, number one, an estimated 160,000 plus ghost sightings over the past century. 100 years.
Okay, but they have the most people too, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it's one of the most populous states.
Yeah.
Possibly. a little bit older as well.
I see what you're doing. You're investigating. You're ruling out things. That's what a good ghost hunter shall do.
And the population does, I think, have an effect on that because they've got 81 sightings per 10,000 people is how it breaks down doing the math.
Okay.
Texas is 2, another big populous state. They got 77 sightings per 10,000 people. You've got California on there, another populous state. They're at number 4 with 72 sightings. And then Florida's number 6 with 62 sightings per 10,000. So we made the top 6. Now, the other smaller states that I guess proportionally had more based on the population, Louisiana's number 3.
Yeah, it's a spooky town.
New Orleans
Orleans is like,
and
there's
all that
ghost
stuff.
tours. Like
Right.
they have a whole business around it.
Yeah, I could see that. And in the argument, too, Florida, we got St. Augustine, we got Key West.
That's
2 big towns
true.
for ghost tours. And then they got Utah, oddly enough, at number 5, 62 sightings per 10,000.
Huh.
Yeah, for whatever reason. So, yeah, Florida is one of the top 6, at least, when it comes to ghost encounters. Probably the population has a lot to do with that.
Many cold cases, many spirits feeling like they need to be heard.
Unrest.
Unrest.
So the question is, do ghosts come around more often during Halloween? Now, Jbird, your house is riddled with ghosts.
But you invited them there.
It is hard to kind of
Live your life.
see if there's a difference of major activity during October. It does seem to step up. It's almost like they know it's their season. But then again, there's always something going on at my house. Now, I get it. There's a lot of people out there that don't believe my encounters, and that is your constitutional right. If you've never had an experience, I wouldn't believe me either. But if you are a person that has had an experience that you can't explain, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Now, you said there's a name that keeps popping up in your house, Deborah.
Yes. I woke up from a very weird dream, and it was the reason why I woke up was because somebody whispered in my ear, Deborah, and I woke up. Now, here's where things get weird. About, 6 days later, one of my friends was over. I didn't tell anybody about this, and they go, so who's Deborah? And I go, what are you talking about? They go, I heard someone ask, where's Deborah from the other room? And it wasn't me. And it was just me and him in the house.
What if you find out, like, the last person to live in your house was Deborah?
Now,
Didn't you say something happened squirrely in your house?
supposedly there was a murder. Now,
What if the person that was murdered is Deborah?
I don't know. And I've been trying to do a lot of research, and it's been very tough to get for whatever reason. Now, some people say she died from an overdose. Other people say that there was rumors that she met her fate by somebody else.
She was murdered.
Look,
In your house?
that is the rumor. That's what I've been told by neighbors before.
Do we know what her name was? Was it Deborah?
I don't know. It's a weird thing about my house. All of a sudden, within a 10-year span, so many people move in, and just as quick as they move in, they move out. And I've got the receipts on that. There's been people that go in and get out quickly. And it's very bizarre. Now, I think it's weird that someone would bring up the name Deborah to me after I had Deborah in my ear. I'm not making that up. That's not a lie. That really happened.
That's horrifying.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I disagree.
I don't think it's horrifying.
I think it's time to move.
no way.
I would leave.
Yeah.
Now we're finally
I'm
getting.
saging my house.
Bye, Deborah.
No,
Yeah.
we're getting to something right now.
Not
finally.
since bye, Felicia, have I moved quicker.
Now it
That
doesn't.
something is called possession.
No, that's not possession.
If you bring Deborah in here, I'm going to kick your ass.
That's not what possession is. It's a haunting, not a possession. There's a difference.
What's the difference?
Well, when you're possessed, something takes over your body, something takes over your soul and your spirit. A ghost just haunts you, walks around, tries to trick you. Many times they don't mean they want your attention. They don't want to hurt you.
So you're just roommates with Deborah. She's not trying to be in you.
Is she paying rent?
We wonder if Deborah is the spirit we feel like is from a 1920s era.
Is Deborah the one that was playing the piano?
She's the one that we think this might be the woman who comes out when Honeyface is around.
Jealous.
And when I start playing my out-of-key, creepy, haunted piano.
Wow.
Yeah, and
I don't know how you live there.
Look, you can believe me or not, but that's a true story.
Wow.
I would have moved months ago.
Hell no. We are getting to it now, baby. We're finally getting somewhere.
And this is why you have the Weird and Whatever podcast.
Which is starting up soon, by the way. I just have to clean out my podcast room because there's so many dead props in there.
Now, a couple texts. One said realtors have to disclose if there was a death in a home.
I've been told that's not true. We've gone back and forth on this issue.
Well, what if it was 4 realtors ago and they don't know?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
If this house has been flipped several times since the murder.
We've gone through this before, and it always comes to a fight, and we never get an answer. Some realtors say they have to disclose it, and like you're saying, they may not even know they had to disclose it.
What if Deborah was the realtor and she's dead?
Yeah, and maybe it's a coincidence.
The dead can't disclose, Kevin.
That's true, they can't.
Deborah.
It's one of the unfortunate things about being dead.
Deborah, the realtor.
Another person said, tell Jbird to look up property appraiser. He'll be able to see who owned the house before him and if there was a Deborah that was on the deed.
Yeah, and I mean, Deborah might not have lived there either. What if Deborah was a victim?
What if Deborah was just a roommate?
Or just
much like she is for you.
Yeah, and who knows what the heck's going on. But look, there's something... There is definitely a buzz or a humming about my house.
You heard Deborah. You didn't say anything. And then your friend heard Deborah too.
I'll bring him in here.
Do I know this friend?
You might.
Okay. Halloween mysteries abounding.
Yeah, do Ghost Go. This is our season. Like, it's preseason football.
Well, I think
they're warming up because they know mind goes there.
You know, the whole thing started was like All Hallows Eve. It was about spirits and about saints and, bringing them out. And then, right after Halloween, you got Dia
Day of the Dead.
Yeah. So I think this is kind of they get it.
The time that
it's a good time to be active.
My girlfriend ever feels anything is when she's cooking. She thinks I'm behind her, and I'm not at all behind her. And that's when she will have an experience.
Really?
Yes, when she's cooking.
Does Deborah want to get Honeyface out of the picture?
I can't speak for Deborah. I think that would be quite rude, wouldn't it?
If I was Honeyface, I'd be like, I don't know if I want to come over there and cook.
Oh, Honeyface knew what she was signing up for.
She's all in.
Yeah. I mean, I do want to say, because every house I've been to, I've had experiences, and then I've been told they do attach to you. Because me and Virginia were just looking at the old footage from my townhouse, Kevin, and I don't know how anyone does not think that's impressive footage.
First of all, we don't have the money to be able to CGI this video from 2019. You can see something in the bed with Jason. They're moving the covers. He wakes up and then they do it again.
Like 70% of our audience thinks it's a cool video. 30% go, this is so not impressive. But if you really watch the video, you can see something grab my blanket, and I had a physical reaction to it where I'm pulling my blanket back, almost like a tug of war.
Yeah.
Could you not see that?
I could see it. Now, is that Deborah?
Oh, I don't know. I think every house is different, and I think you can totally invite things.
Maybe Deborah came with you from your townhouse.
I don't know. There's supposedly a little girl that likes to stick around.
You got a busy house.
Now, do you have to disclose a death when somebody is buying a property? One text says, I'm a broker here in Florida, and you do not need to reveal any murders in a home. And another person said, disclosures vary by state, and in Florida, they don't have to disclose a death.
Yeah, I was told that they did not have to tell me if anything happened in the house or not.
But neighbors told you. After you purchased the home, some of the neighbors that have been there a while told you that somebody died there.
Now, look, could they be pulling my leg? Of course.
You're easy to trick.
I'm ghost hopeful. I'm looking to get something captured on video. So, yeah, could they? But I don't think they were. I thought they were sincere with how they talked to me, but... You know, who knows?
Now, one comment in the KVJ TV chat said, I looked up the property appraiser and there was no Deborah anywhere on Jbird's home lease, but there was a former owner named Michael that moved in 2000, and then the property was sold in 2001 after Michael died.
Oh, Michael.
So there's a Michael that may have died. Now, I don't know if they died in the house, but an owner had died and the house was sold afterwards.
So if Michael died, I mean, is this house just cursed because Michael died, Deborah died?
I wouldn't say it's cursed. I don't want to look at it that way. I would say it's active, and that's a positive.
Okay.
Right way to look at it.
I'd be packing my stuff.
Yeah.
You would not even keep me there a week.
You know, it's funny. Sometimes during bouts of loneliness, I'm glad I have a ghost there.
Well, if you're looking to get into the Halloween spirit, the KVJ horror movie was up for its opening weekend on YouTube. You could go and watch that. Thanks for everybody that went to go check that out. It's called Chat Room. You can go KVJ horror movie chat room and you'll be able to find that there. Also, another thing to check out, Jbird, you said the Netflix series The Haunting of Hill House.
Y'all, if you like ghost stuff, this is highly recommended. I think the acting is great. I think it's a creepy storyline. Now, like anything, you got to give it a little bit of time. I wouldn't say it's a slow burn, but it's not, every scene's going to be action-packed. But it's very, very good. Mm-hmm. I highly recommend it for the Halloween season.
Well, if you listen to this show a good bit, you know that Jbird has a special talent where he can turn about any conversation to murder. And we're all kind of used to that. That's just kind of the way it goes. But what happens when you're riding in a car with a lot of people you don't know well? And he drove by some woods. What do you think Jbird said as they saw some woods that he was driving by, Virginia?
It's the same thing he always says next to woods. Doesn't matter who's in the car. He says, hey, how many dead bodies do you think are in that patch of woods?
I think it is a great conversation starter.
And how did people in the car react?
Did you know them well?
Not really.
Oh, gosh. If they don't know you, you got to keep that to yourself.
I thought I was being charming.
No, you're coming off like a serial killer.
I think you don't wonder that? All these woods?
No, I do not until you bring it up every time I'm driving you.
It's kind of
Hey, speed up. I think the guy in the back seat's going to kill us.
Dude.
Just take it from me. If you're going to do a conversation starter, maybe do a little I Spy instead.
Let's pull over and get some gas. When he goes inside, let's hop in and get out of here.
Yeah, leave him.
Dude, there's parts of the Port St. Lucie area. You mean to tell me there's not bodies out there?
I agree with you, but we don't bring this up to strangers.
That's why they're not found. That's why you can't find them. No one's talking about it.
It's the KVJ
Dirt of the day.
It's the KVJ
Dirt of the day.
Virginia, take it away.
Cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design. Well, did you see the video from Keith Urban on stage in concert recently in Nashville? He says he doesn't want the drama, but I don't know. I kind of think he likes the drama. So he was having a playful interaction with a fan, and he asked her, she's in the crowd, yeah, well, what's your name? And she's like, you're not going to like it. And he's like, what's your name? And the girl said, Nicole.
Oh, boy.
To which he flailed and laid back on the stage and dramatically put his hand up like, oh, really?
Are you calling it a plant?
I'm surrounded by Nicoles. I'm kind of calling it a plant.
It's a plant.
I think it's a plant. And I think it was something that he did for comedic effect on purpose. The crowd loved it. And then turning it into something even sweeter, he helped her, Nicole, announce her pregnancy on the big screen.
This
right
is
there for everybody.
Such a plant. He's flat-iron hair. Keith Urban is absolutely planting people in the audience.
Yeah, you can't tell me a man with that kind of flat iron isn't into drama.
Kevin, I'm telling you, he flat-irons his hair.
He totally flat irons his hair.
I'm going on record right now. Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't look good, but he's flat ironing his hair, and I get it.
Yeah, so am I the drama? Yes, girl, you are the drama. How annoying would this be? So for many years, since 2001, Slipknot, the band, has not owned Slipknot.com. And the person that does own Slipknot.com has been putting up things like, click here for VIP tickets, click here for merch. And people have done that thinking they're buying Slipknot stuff. And it's actually some other group. So Slipknot, the group, is suing the guy that owns Slipknot.com. And I think he should be allowed to sue them.
Well,
the band should be allowed to sue the dude who's not Slipknot, who's selling stuff as Slipknot.
That's why it's important to get your whatever on the books and own it. If not, stuff like that's going to happen. The same thing happened to WWF.
Did it?
That's why they're WWE now. WWF was like the World Wildlife Federation or something. I forget exactly what it was.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, they were the WWF for so long. To rebrand it to go WWE it must have been a killer.
It doesn't roll off the tongue as easy as WWF.
WWE, yeah.
It's harder to say.
I still say WWF at times, but I'm also stuck in the 80s.
Yeah, so they're going to be going to court. Since 2001, they haven't owned Slipknot.com because this other dude owned it and has been profiting off of it.
Okay.
Shady.
Yeah, there are people that do that. They just go out there and they'll grab people's, domains and they'll make some money off of it, or they'll say, hey, you got to pay me a certain amount of money to get it.
It's shady, though, and the courts should see it as such and make the people give it up. You can't do that. You can't operate as them and make money as them and defraud people. Because people think they're dealing with Slipknot, the band.
I could see something to run a scam, but if you want to have Slipknot.com and you want to do it on knitting, I think you have that right. You could.
And finally here, sadly, Sam Rivers, the bassist from Limp Bizkit, passed away. He was diagnosed with a rare liver disease back in 2011. He was only 48 years old, so that is crazy.
Yeah, he did such lullabies as break stuff.
Everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify someone's head off.
It's a great little Monday song, right?
It is. I had a KVJ Nationer say he wanted to fight me while this song played in the background.
Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was the song that put him in that mood.
And let me go ahead and say he wasn't a fan.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's time for viral audio.
Hey, yeah, beautiful hair.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Spot.
We got weights and fit. There we go.
Well, Sabrina Carpenter got him talking, hosting Saturday Night Live over the weekend. She did everything. She was a musical guest, and she was in the skits. She did the monologue. She did all that kind of stuff.
My panda said she was very scantily clad.
What? I don't believe it for a second.
And she had some kind of message on her panties.
What?
Yeah, she kind of started off doing a little man-child, and she was shaking that thing and just her panties on stage, butt in the mirror, and yeah, it's been replayed a lot for some reason by people.
See, that's what we have to do to get numbers up. We gotta, unfortunately, you gotta dress like that.
All right. You talking to me?
No, it's not a Kevin.
Yeah, okay. All right, whatever it takes, man, if that really is going to work.
I think Kevin in glitter panties would do well.
It wouldn't. The numbers would not be bad.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We got to recreate it. You ready?
Denny's, give me some glitter panties. And the thing that probably got the most noise was she did Nobody's Son, one of her songs. And it wasn't about what she was wearing, it was about what she was saying. She dropped 2 F-bombs that they did not catch on Saturday Night Live as it aired on the East Coast on Saturday night. album got by. Now, they did bleep it when they reloaded it later, but, I don't know if there's anything they do against them. I don't know. I mean, it's Saturday night, and it's, in the safe harbor, so I don't know if that F-bomb will be an issue or not.
I think because of the time of day it played, it might not be.
Yeah, it's in a song. It's fleeting. I don't know.
It's also shocking.
I know, right? Dropping F-bombs on Saturday Night Live.
That's what you're going to do when we put you in them glitter panties.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to shock that thing.
Saturday Night Live has gone on ahead, and they've named some of the other hosts and the guest performers that they're going to be having for upcoming weeks. You've got Miles Teller. He's coming in November 1st. It's going to be his second hosting appearance. Brandi Carlisle is going to be doing her fourth SNL performance. After that, you got Nikki Glazer coming in to host on November 8th. Somber is going to be the musical guest. That'd be cool to see. Also, Glenn Powell is going to be hosting for the first time on November 15th with Olivia Dean as the musical guest. So some of the things going to be coming up on SNL. All right, I got to tell you, Taylor Swift, she continues to do big things. Her new album, I know you're not probably surprised, but it is #1 again.
Again?
Again. Isn't that crazy for a second straight week?
It's a beast.
Yeah, there is a rumor, though, that maybe it caused a little friction in her relationship with Ed Sheeran because his album had come out, had only been out for 3 weeks, and it knocked him out of the charts when her album came out, and they thought, oh, come on, you should have done a better job of scheduling your album release.
Fake drama.
Yeah.
I'm not
You
buying
don't believe it?
No, I think they love it. I think they are such tight friends, and they know this stuff. They know when their albums are coming out.
Maybe they planned it, and then they also planned the fake beef.
I mean, a fake beef works.
Fake
Kevin?
beef works really well.
Okay, battle raps by both of them.
Oh my gosh, I would hate and love that.
If somebody's done you wrong, it's time for you to sing along and call them out, call them out, call them out. You gotta call them out, call them out, call them out. It's time to call them out.
Okay, who do you need to call out here today and for what? Well, gotta just do a real quick sprint around all the Miami teams. Dolphins did terrible. Awful, going to 1-5 Cleveland, losing that game. Canes blowing a big game on Friday night. And the other thing, too, is the fighting that goes on at Canes games is absolutely insane. I saw so many videos. There was a huge battle royal that happened in the concourse. That was absolutely unreal. I mean, if you're trying to get through, you'd be like, oh my gosh, it was about like 6 dudes.
No way.
Just, yeah. And it would have been hard to walk around it. And they were hopping up and then, jumping and punching and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, y'all got to calm yourself down. And it was cane on cane crime.
Cane on cane?
Cane on cane.
Oh, no.
I mean, it was just absolutely nuts. I saw 2 fights. And then the crazy thing, I saw one Canes fan. I don't know what happened before this, but there was some old lady wearing a Louisville shirt, turned around and slugged the guy right in the face.
Oh, no.
I was like, what is going on with this game?
That's too much.
Yeah, sometimes they do get a little bit spirited, some of those Canes games, but yeah, Friday night, I don't know if it's because of the loss or what it was, but it was a bit out of control. So
we can't blame it on the heat because the weather was kind of nice.
It was kind of nice.
I don't know what was doing it, but crazy stuff.
Usually I like to blame my anger issues on the heat, but when it's cold out and you're still running hot,
yeah,
you might have to look within.
It felt like fall was coming on Friday. That was a nice feeling.
It was. And then I walked in today and oh my gosh, the humidity was absolutely insane. I'm like, it was back in a violent way.
Friday tricked us.
It did. I got used to it. I'm like, oh great, the great weather's here. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I think it tricked me thinking even today was cool out. It really twisted my mind.
Is that why you're wearing a full-on trench coat?
No, I'm wearing a full-on trench coat because it's freezing in here.
Denny's has got a couple call outs. I know his mic's not working in there, so in here, so he can stay in his little booth and let us know. But he had a very interesting interaction. You guys have some odd people approaching you. He was, I guess, at the store, and there was a woman that had come up, and she wanted to pray for him, and I guess that's all kind of nice. But then it kind of went south in the whole thing. So how did this whole thing go, Denny's? Where were you and what were you doing? And any idea why she came up and asked to pray for you?
I don't know that, but you know how when you're walking and you see your car in the distance, you start heading towards it, and then you see somebody approaching you, and you're now trying to avoid them and get to your car quick so you can load all your stuff. I did that, and I get to my car, I'm trying to open it, and I'm like talking to her as I'm pulling the handle, trying to open it, and she's asking me if she could pray for me. I'm like, sure. So we were sitting there praying. And I go, all right, cool. And I keep trying to get in my car, and I look, and it's not even my car. I'm at the wrong car. She threw me off so much.
But why isn't my clicker working?
I should have realized it, but I was just thrown off.
She so threw you off. This is a real thing. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, Virginia, or you, Kevin, but there are strangers out there that will walk up to you and start to pray for you. Mm-hmm. And it is, you either think you're getting mugged.
That's exactly what I would think. I would think this is a setup.
Yeah.
But as soon as I
distraction technique.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't engage.
But there's times where they really just pray for you. It's happened to me. Gas stations, parking lots, a lot of times.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 people in a parking lot will make it weird.
I'm sorry for the honest prayerful people that think I need prayer and want to pray for me. I'm so sorry that they have to pay the price, but I can't trust anybody in a parking lot.
There are so many weird things that happen in a parking lot.
So many.
Whether it's promotion for someone's CD they made in their basement.
Whether they want to give you a little pamphlet.
Yes, or they're playing fake violin.
Yep.
So the prayer request, all right, that's one thing. But then she kind of flipped the script on you and what she'd said, because you kind of, I guess to add credit to the thing, you talked about your brother-in-law.
Yeah, he teaches, or he's a pastor at a Lutheran church. So I go, oh, my brother-in-law's Lutheran. She goes, you got to come to our church. She goes, that's not going to get you in heaven. So she's shaming me about my brother-in-law being Lutheran, telling me that's the wrong Christianity.
That's amazing.
So it turned the conversation even more awkward.
You got Lutheran shamed, and you're not really that Lutheran?
She did not like Lutherans. I didn't realize they were so contentious.
I'm so sad I missed this.
What an exchange that is. And awesome. Denny's also needs to call out modern remote controls. Now, he had told us that his toddler Lachlan likes to take the remotes, hide them places, and you had a solution for this. You'd put in some kind of little beeper or tracker thing on the remote, which I thought was super smart, but somehow Lachlan beat the system you had.
Yeah, he hid the beeper. So there's no way to beep anything that we're missing anymore. And then he hid my remote. So these stupid modern televisions don't even have volume or power buttons on them.
Yeah.
I had to press like this pin-sized little button that you had to use a needle to press, and that resets your television, which turns it on. That's all it comes with now.
I saw Denny's on Saturday, and he was, you could tell the remote debacle got to him. He's like, I can't even put my TV on.
You should have prayed for him like that lady in the parking lot.
Yeah, right. Denny's he does need prayers.
Well, he practices the wrong religion.
No, you're not going to heaven. You're Lutheran.
Yeah, that's why your prayers aren't working.
She basically said you're going to hell.
You're basically a Satanist.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. That really is. What an exchange.
My mom had it right. Don't leave your house.
Yeah. A couple other column outs here. As usual, we got column outs for what's going on in traffic. Somebody said, I want to call it the driver that was turning off of Dixie Highway on Ocean Avenue in Lantana. He hit me while I was walking in the crosswalk.
No.
And I had the right of way because the light had just turned for a person to walk. So I was crossing Ocean. This person just plowed into me and then left. Didn't even see if I was okay. Nothing.
You got hit by a car?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm sure you've already thought about this. See if there's camera, because that person will go to jail if they can figure out who it was. Maybe
absolutely.
That's a hit and run right there.
What kind of car was it? And then also in that neighborhood, let's get some Ring doorbell action because you know that car was videoed somewhere along its journey before or after it hit you. What kind of car was it?
Virginia's 1,000% right. Even if there's not a camera at that area, there's ways to still get this snake out of their hole.
Totally. Because before they hit you and then after they hit you, somebody's security system has them in that area.
I hope they're listening right now. The person that hit you, I want you to be scared.
I hope you can finger them.
Well,
I hope you figure out who it is. And I hope they go to jail.
I think there's just certain terms that are old-timey that just don't line up anymore.
Yeah. And Richard said, when did it become okay for law enforcement to drive with their red and blue lights on top of their vehicle to intimidate other drivers to get out of their way even though they're not on a call?
Do you know for a fact they're not on a call?
You don't. You're guessing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if I've seen what he's talking about, so I don't know. And you're right. I would assume that they have some kind of official business.
And I assume they're always working because they're driving a police car.
Yeah.
Instead of looking at it like, oh, they're just trying to pass me, like maybe they really are working.
I'm not saying that it didn't happen and they were just going to get something to eat, but how do you know 100% they weren't going to a call?
You don't.
Yeah. And another column out here, apparently there are more and more restaurant diners that are leaving without paying, including an incident where somebody actually skipped out after putting down a fake $1,000 bill. So now restaurants are putting cameras up throughout dining rooms and parking lots so they can shame people who don't pay on social media.
I love that. I went to that Peter Pan Cafe down in Lauderdale, and they have a whole wall of shame.
Okay.
And what they've done is they put the people's face, they put video of them freeze framed getting into their car so you can see everything. This person didn't pay. That person didn't pay. It's a wall of shame, and I am here for it.
Well, that's got to be so annoying. You're busting your butt, and then someone, dines and dashes on you.
It sucks. The waiters and waitresses, they're struggling as it is. And now you've stiffed them and stuck them with your restaurant bill.
Oh, that would burn me up.
You are a douche.
And somebody else is calling out their brother for using ChatGPT for my grandma's eulogy. It would have been one thing if it was accurate.
Oh, no.
Did he get grandma's name wrong?
It was wrong from start to finish.
No.
We miss our grandpa.
Oh, no.
You gotta double check your work.
Okay. A couple column outs for some really good stuff. Taylor Swift is in the news today for what she did. She contributed $100,000 to a GoFundMe for Lila, a young fan battling aggressive brain cancer.
Wow.
And we'd heard this last week, tail end, from Ruby Rose, who said that she's been with Taylor and she'll just start scrolling through GoFundMes, and if something grabs her attention, she'll drop like $100K on it, just like that.
I mean, if you've got a GoFundMe, the thing to do is put Taylor Swift music on it and just hope she finds it.
Yeah, here's a bit of Lila's mom talking about the donation.
I posted a video of Lila dancing, did not think anything of it, and my husband called me on Friday and said, hey, Taylor Swift just donated $100,000 to our GoFundMe. And I said, no way, that did not happen. And so frantically, I'm looking through my phone. I was like, oh my gosh, it did happen. And he goes, is it real? I said, who else has $100,000 to donate?
Yeah.
But it said from Taylor Swift, and it said sending you the warmest hug for my friend Lila, because Lila thinks Taylor Swift is her friend, which now apparently they are really good friends.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, this is Lila saying that Taylor's now her friend.
She's your friend.
Oh,
How about that, huh?
That's gotta be
so cute.
That's gotta be surreal. All of a sudden, Taylor Swift is giving you $100,000.
And then Taylor donated. Taylor donated $100,000, and I guess fans found out about it, and they started donating. So
Yep.
now, like,
To
they're at,
$218,000 last they checked.
oh my gosh, that is beautiful.
And even when she's not trying, she does something good, like for otters. She was wearing a Monterey Bay Aquarium t-shirt in a clip from her box office topping the release party of a showgirl, and fans started buying it. And when they did, they raised over $2.2 million volunteers for sea otter habitat restoration in California.
Yeah, we don't talk about the otter problem too much in this country, and we need to.
She is the otter's favorite artist.
I guess so.
There's no way otters don't love Taylor Swift.
Otters be bumping that new album.
Mm-hmm. And Jelly Roll, he is going to be transforming his Tennessee property into a 100-acre rehab and mental health campus. He said, imagine a place for people like us, poor kids down bad when life was kicking our butt, and now think about the resources we never had. We could change lives.
Wow.
I love that he's doing something great with his newfound wealth.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And as always, Vanilla Ice doing great stuff over the weekend. He did a nice little charity spot for Little Smiles at the Bronx House Pizza in St. Augustine. They had a little trailer out there and with a stage on it. He was out there performing for all the fans. Good time, great crowd, lots of money raised for Little Smiles.
Yeah, he did it last year too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that is so awesome. Every time he gets on a big platform like that, he blesses Little Smiles.
Look, the kids, great news for the kids, great news for the otters.
Yeah, everybody's winning today.
I mean.
And great news for the kittens, too. How about this 9-year-old boy in Yuma, Arizona? He was at a skate park, and there were some older kids that were chucking around this little kitten like it was a football.
No.
He tried to get him to stop, but with his size and everything, he couldn't get him to do it. So he offered up his apparently really nice prize skateboard and said, hey, I'll give this to you guys if you give me the kitten. So they made a swap. He took the kitten named Peaches and got it to the vet, and they took care of it. Now, Peaches lost an eye and the whole thing. But the boy's family adopted Peaches, and for his bravery, he was honored as the 2025 ASPCA Kid of the Year.
Did those other kids get punished?
Don't know. Doesn't say anything about that in the story. You would hope, because that's just some really twisted stuff, isn't it?
I want to dox them so bad.
Put them in a room full of 7,000 cats.
Tell their parents, do you know what your kid did?
Mm-hmm.
There should be punishment for that. The kitten lost an eye.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's a pretty tough story.
Very tough.
And some other things going great with kids. A girls' volleyball team had a custodian at their school that was always smiling, just a good guy, and they found out he didn't have a car. So they put all their money together and got one for him.
I love that.
I feel really good. I'm really happy that he was so excited about everything. I didn't expect any less of a reaction from him, honestly. Abel's an amazing person. He has a million reasons to be sad and never has a smile not on his face.
In the classroom, in the hallways, in the gym, they know what is expected of them and they rise above it every single time.
Aw, that's beautiful.
Wow, what a feel-good segment.
I know. Kevin, you're nailing it over there.
Oh, well, I didn't do anything, Virginia, but thank you.
You're bringing us all these stories and one after the next.
Okay, next
positivity.
Next segment, doom and gloom.
You're right.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, we had some heists going down over the weekend. My goodness, I saw this one, and I'm not going to lie. Look, I don't want to condone crime, so I want to preface that. But there is a show on Netflix that is a French show called Lupin. It is about this guy, and he is a burglar of the highest order. He will only jack jewels and things like that. This sounds like something maybe Lupin might have been involved in.
Hey, Lupin, do you have an alibi?
Because the Louvre Museum in Paris was jacked. They had some guys, they had a crane. They smashed an upstairs window, had a ladder to get up there, and stole 8 priceless objects from an area that housed the French crown jewels. And they escaped on motorbikes. And here's the crazy thing about it. They probably not going to get that stuff back because they say typically what they do, it's too hot to sell on the open market as is. So they'll just kind of break it down and take all the jewels out and stuff like that, maybe piece them off individually.
Oh, pop the jewels out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So the crown jewels were not guarded well enough. What a heist that is, huh?
Crazy.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Spanish authorities are investigating the disappearance of Pablo Picasso's 1919 work, Still Life with Guitar, which is valued at more than $650,000.
Where did that one go from?
This was from the Caja Granada Cultural Center in Madrid, Spain.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
They said it was being transported from Madrid to the cultural center. When it disappeared, investigators say the van carrying 57 artworks made a suspicious, unscheduled overnight stop. Whoops.
Whoops. Where's our truck?
Who did the background checks here?
We don't know where our truck is.
Mm-hmm. Now, there's some other crimes that were not as impressive. This guy in Maine apparently just found $7,400 in cash that was laying on a sidewalk, picked it up, and walked away with it. Now, apparently somebody had inadvertently left it on the roof of their car and they drove off.
Oh, my goodness. How do you do that?
Yeah, so they're not real happy about it, but I mean, come on. You know, it'd be nice if somebody was honest enough to turn in $7,400, but not in this instance.
Thank goodness Jbird doesn't ever have a suitcase full of money because he would leave it on his roof and drive off.
I usually just let it fall out of my pocket. Okay. I have a hole the size of the Grand Canyon in my grilled cheese wallet right now.
But making zero repairs.
Yeah.
I got a pizza wall on the way.
Oh, that's good.
Yes,
that's good.
I'm classing it up.
It's just so sad to think that someone would actually go out there and think it was their money and just pick it all up, take it. To me, that's like stealing. It's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. And you call the police or you call whoever and try to get someone back here. Good Samaritan. We would never take that money, ever. It's not yours. It doesn't belong to you.
Okay.
Whoever found it was like pennies from heaven.
Yeah, in a sense. Now our crimes are getting a little less impressive. We started with crown jewels at the Louvre. We went to expensive art, $7,400. Now we're talking about a Lego theft operation. Santa Rosa police have arrested 39-year-old Robert Lopez in connection with a Lego crime ring. They said apparently tens of thousands of stolen Lego pieces and unopened sets worth $6,000 were found in his residence. He allegedly directed accomplishments to steal Lego sets from retailers, including Target and Walmart. Then he'd repackage and resell the pieces online at inflated prices. He now faces charges of organized retail theft and conspiracy to commit a felony and is looking at 3 years in the pen.
Toy
3
crimes.
years for Lego.
Toy crimes is a real thing, let me tell you. And these Lego sets are expensive.
Yeah.
My girlfriend Honeyface loves Legos. She loves Harry Potter Legos. These sets are not cheap.
Yeah, thousands on the secondary market.
There are some out there, Virginia, if they're 15 years old, still in the package, we're talking thousands and thousands of dollars.
That is crazy.
I know. And you think the toy market's dead. Oh.
And now to this. Cops in Westchester County, New York say 3 guys broke into an amusement park and stole 200 stuffed animals. Retail value, $8.
Why would they do that?
Something along those lines. I mean, guys, they go, dude, we got 200 stuffed animals from the carnival.
That's the worst heist.
Worst heist ever.
In American history.
They're probably high-fiving each other. 200, yes.
Were these criminals like 7?
This has
to be a little kid.
No, this has got meth vibes.
And here's the problem. All the security cameras have clear shots of their faces, so for their $8 crime, they're going to do time. They didn't get the guys with the Louvre. They walked away with the crown jewels. These guys are going to get busted for 200 stuffed animals at a carnival.
Well, they'll also probably get them for breaking and entering, and that's
everything.
That's a whole different. That's a felony at that point.
Big dummies.
Big dummy.
Big dummies. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, so much meth.
Wow. Well, Palm Beach is back in the national news again. They found a tree stand that had a line of sight that could have been to Air Force One at Palm Beach International Airport.
No way. A tree had a stand in it with a shot.
They're investigating. They say it's very suspect. And when Trump left after his weekend stay in Palm Beach, he took these smaller stairs into Air Force One that doesn't put him at the same level. So
wow.
They obviously are changing things up. Now they got to do a lot of investigation to find out if it just so happened to be a random tree stand. But in this place, I don't know where you're going to be doing any hunting. So
That's
it could be another
suspicious.
Yeah, I gotta tell you. So we'll see what happens. So they have not linked it to any individual, but the FBI is investigating.
Wow.
They say Miami-Dade County is the first in the U.S. to test a self-driving police car equipped with AI analytics, 360-degree cameras, thermal imaging, license plate readers, and drone launch capability. I mean, it sounds like an all-in-one kind of cop car, doesn't it?
That's a robot car.
Wow. They say it will improve response times and officer safety at no cost to taxpayers for now. They say the 12-month pilot program will evaluate its impact on efficiency and public trust before deciding whether to expand the project nationwide. For now, it's going to be appearing at public events for feedback before active use. But imagine that. You got all those kind of things all in one car.
That's huge.
It's pretty impressive. Well, a Sunday dispute over food orders at a Davenport, Florida McDonald's turned violent when employee Juan Soto, not the baseball player, shot a customer in the neck.
Oh my gosh.
That's going to get in the way of your appetizers.
The McDonald's employee shot the customer in the neck?
It says that Juan Soto shot a customer in the neck. Yeah, he was an employee. Yep.
What happened?
They say the chaos began when the restaurant was overwhelmed with orders and Juan Soto told customers to drive through, or the drive-through was closed. The men, Nicholas Jones and Peter Story, entered the restaurant threatening violence. One allegedly said, "I got a switch. I got a 30 clip." So Soto pulled a gun and fired, hitting Story in the neck.
Oh, wow.
Now, the injury thankfully was minor. Soto fled with his firearm and shell casing and was later charged with tampering with evidence. Jones and Story were charged with trespassing and disorderly conduct. Now, this happened in Polk County, and you know Sheriff Grady Judd is not happy. He called the whole incident a McMess.
You knew he was going.
He's going to have a viral clip on this.
Mm-hmm.
You knew he would.
And apparently in Arizona, they don't get a lot of rain, but it has been lately, and the toads have been coming out. So now they've got a warning to people who are now licking them to try to get high. They said the toxin is not good for you, and here's what you do, you big dummy, if you just licked a toad.
First thing I would do is take a garden hose and flush their tongue and then make plans to get to an emergency clinic right away. The key thing is you want to keep their body temperature from spiking because that can lead to seizure and death. And so, quick rinse of the tongue, work that tongue, get that slime off.
Okay.
It just always makes me wonder how many other things did humans lick that didn't get them high until they figured out, all right, the toad is the one.
And if we always had that one dumb guy that maybe wasn't as evolved as the other cavemen.
Yeah.
Licky Larry.
Yes.
He'll lick anything.
We'll do it after Licky Larry. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, let's watch Larry for a little bit before we lick it.
I just feel like there's been so many things licked that did not need to be licked, and that's on us.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
So does The Secret really work? It's a concept that's been around for probably almost 20 years now. They had a book, and then Oprah jumped on it in her book club, and everybody was talking about this manifestation. You put it out there, you have a little vision board, and it's going to happen. Well, maybe not. Now, after people have studied manifestation, it isn't a bad thing to do, if for nothing else, to kind of clear your mind and help your focus. They say it starts with calming our stressed out, distracted nervous systems through breath work, meditation, other relaxation. I think sometimes, especially when we want something really badly, we're just, you're not really clear of heart and mind.
You clanked.
Yes, and you got to clear those pathways first. You can look into different breath work and things like that and start practicing meditation. You don't have to be great at it, but you can start trying to clear your mind to get a different level of focus that you'd never gotten to before. And I think that's a great exercise to have in the first place. They say next you want to spend 5 minutes visualizing the intention, write it down, and then repeat it out loud daily. Now, they say just by doing this repetition rewires your brain to actively seek opportunities aligned with your intention. You get the ultimate focus. And you've got to put in the work to get to what your goals are. And by sitting there on your couch and absolutely doing nothing, you're not going to achieve it. If you do a vision board and then just go sit down and eat Cheetos, ain't not going to happen.
Nothing against Cheetos, but.
Yes.
No, you bring up a very good point. I think there was a big misconception of people thinking, I want a red Lamborghini in my parking lot right now. The Secret. And that's not how The Secret works. It really does, to your point, it makes you focused, laser focused, and organized on the goal that you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
It just really does kind of laser focus you.
Really what this whole thing is, The Secret, it's about clearing out the cobwebs, getting laser focus on what you truly want, deciding if you do really want what you think you want, and then going for it and recognizing those little cues and things that can take you down the path to getting you to where you want to go.
What if you're in menopause, though, and you don't know what you want?
Well,
because 1 minute it changes, then the next minute it changes again.
Right, then I wouldn't do a vision board.
My vision board would be a hot mess.
Yeah.
Well, your vision is not going well anyway. We got to get your peepers checked.
Yeah, they say there's something to it. They've even looked into the biology of manifestation, and they say it taps into the brain's neuroplasticity, which is its capacity to change, as well as its ability to prioritize information. So what it does, you're telling your brain everything you put on your vision board and that you so want, it prioritizes, says, this is a big deal to you. So it recognizes and it takes you down that path. So you're ultimately focused to achieve your goals.
But you're right, though. You can't do anything. You can't make a vision board and then sit on your butt and go, oh, my dreams are going to come true. It does organize what you want to do, and it gives you a good strategy, and it kind of keeps you accountable of what you want to do with your goal.
Really?
Now, if you stray away from it, it's not going to work.
Really what it is, it's just getting yourself ready to get what you want in life. And that's the biggest part of The Secret and of manifestation. It's not hoping some juju power brings it right to you. You have to do the work.
I do think if we all collectively learn to meditate correctly, the right way, I think you would see a huge difference in humanity.
Yeah, big time. Absolutely. It's a great thing to know and do.
But everyone would have to do it, and not everyone's going to do their homework. And meditation, especially, is not an easy thing in the beginning.
It's hard at first.
It's hard, and it makes people think they can't do it. Anybody can meditate.
You got to keep trying.
You have to.
Well, I think it's harder today than it was when The Secret first came out.
You're
because of everything happening on our phones and with the distractions in life.
And how our attention spans have gotten smaller.
But also, too, I mean, to not throw it back, you're right, there's more people on the screen, but there's also more tools on the screen to learn how to meditate. There's a lot of great teachers out there that can get you away from the screen.
There's also a lot of tools on the screen, too.
Well, there's that positive vibe.
Well, I think part of that might be on you. I think sometimes we really need to take a good look at the algorithm we have created by what you like, share, and spend the most time watching.
Take the tools off your feed.
And sometimes you need to say, you know what? I need to start going in the opposite direction. And I need to start liking, viewing, sharing things of some value, not all the junk that's out there that is littering your mind and keeping you from what your life's goals are.
Well, I just really believe that we are our thoughts. Without good thoughts in your head, you're not going to do good things.
You're right.
I mean, whatever you put in your brain really kind of dictates on how you act around yourself, around others.
Your thoughts lead the way. And that's really what this whole thing is about clearing out the bad thoughts so you can get there and start focusing on the good thoughts and what you need to do in life. Because that's what it does.
Bad thoughts bad.
That's pretty much everything Kevin said. Bad thoughts bad.
Bad thoughts bad.
Bad thoughts bad. What you got in your mind today, Bird?
You know how we always kind of go through different eras of our fashion. I've been wanting to go through a Peaky Blinders kind of. Is it blinders or binders? Blinders, yeah.
Blinders, yeah.
Binders is a different S&M thing.
I haven't. I haven't seen the show. I've heard nothing but great things about the show.
Yeah, I loved it.
But the one thing I noticed, I just really love that old-timey 1910, 1920s, whoa, where's my newspaper, kid? Kind of look.
Yeah, it's set kind of at the precipice of the Industrial Revolution in Great Britain.
Yeah, and I just feel like it might be time to go in my Peaky Blinders or binders, whatever if you will.
Whatever kind of movie you're into.
Whatever you're into.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go into that. But what sucks is, for example, I have a trench coat on today. If I keep wearing the same trench coat, it gets tired. So does that mean I have to buy a bunch of trench coats to really Peaky Blinder this thing up the right way?
I mean, yes, because if you wear the same thing over and over on KVJ TV, they will call you out for it and tell you you're a hack.
And it's tough because when you're looking at old kid videos, it just looks like I had the longest day ever.
Yeah.
It's just me in a trench coat in the same outfit. That's a long day for me.
Yeah.
Dude.
But it's 5 shows.
Get a new outfit.
Yeah, that is the one thing that's tough about peacocking is once you kind of burn it out, you kind of got to keep it going. There's nothing worse than being called out for, you already wore that weird pizza outfit. We need something new.
Yeah.
The life of a peacocker.
And I think they went black wool. So that's kind of the overall look.
Yeah, I'm going more Inspector Gadget.
It's always winter in this show.
Yeah.
And cold.
The hats, I don't know. I feel like I know something about stuff when I have this trench coat on.
Yeah.
I look at someone and go, you're hiding something. Believe me, you're hiding something.
You do look smarter in a trench coat.
Yeah, I got new glasses.
Unless it's 95 degrees outside and you're standing there sweating like crazy. And then you'd be going, that guy didn't look real smart to me.
There is a difference between a sweaty guy in a trench coat compared to a guy who's not sweaty.
Where did you get dressed? Walk-in cooler?
Yeah. I really don't feel like this guy thought his outfit through in South Florida.
I know, and half the outfit's a part costume. It's not even real clothing.
The life of a peacocker.
It's a tough world, Virginia.
What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I have an update for you.
Okay.
Remember my friend that I told you was trying to get a job, and I was going to write her a recommendation letter, and I did. I wrote that letter, and she got the job.
So you lied. Okay.
I did lie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She got the job.
Uh-huh.
And then she didn't show up for the work.
What?
She never even went. She got cold feet and never showed up for the job after she got it.
Wow. Huh.
Wow. I didn't see that coming.
I didn't either.
Why? Why?
She said she got scared and she thinks that it's going to be too hard and overwhelming, and they wanted her to work more than she thought she was going to have to do, and she panicked and didn't even show up.
Okay.
And you wrote a good glowing.
I did.
Okay, so if she finds another job she wants and asks you for another referral, do you do it again?
No, I'm going to be like, look, I can't help you this time.
Or you could just save yourself a lot of time, just copy and paste the one you did.
True.
Here you go. Or just use the one I sent you.
Here's the same letter. Yeah, you just used that same letter I gave you.
At that point, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. Couldn't believe it.
Okay. How about that, huh?
Out of left field, that one.
But if that was a situation where your name really was, credible, and that would be rough.
Luckily, it's not in this state.
Right. It's not like your direct reputation takes a hit.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just
For recommending
laughable.
But
at this
for you,
point.
Kev, I mean, imagine you writing someone a great radio review and then they don't show up to you would feel...
They get a call. They get a call. Yeah. I don't call anybody. They get a call.
He don't take calls. He don't make calls.
Yeah. If I'm calling you.
Yeah, that's a call.
Yeah. Send it to voicemail. It might not be good. Bird's cultivated a look. He's thinking about maybe going all the way in on Peaky Blinders, a TV show on Netflix that you can watch here. Going to be doing a movie. It's kind of like trench coats and, sophisticated gentleman type stuff.
Oh, look at you. And the shoes even on point.
Yeah.
Those are some peaky shoes.
Pretty sure they're a dead man's shoes.
Yeah.
You got them at a thrift shop.
Okay.
There's a story to them.
Yeah. Look like those things have been buried before.
Yeah, I don't think whoever had these on last was living.
Okay.
But you got a great deal on them.
A great deal.
Can't imagine why you're surrounded by ghosts.
I mean, Kevin, under $10.
Oh, okay. Well, that's something. Now, you did a theme party over the weekend. Was this part of the overall look for it, or did you go with something else?
It was the Great Gatsby kind of a thing, and it's a themed party. And I don't know if you were here when we talked. Do you like theme parties?
I do.
Yeah, I do too.
I think they're fun, and I think some people get really creative with it. I love creative costumes that make you giggle.
And there's a lot of fun things you can do with a theme. I was thinking about that over the weekend. There's a ton.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could do a food theme where everyone dresses up as their favorite food. You walk in as a grilled cheese.
Totally.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean, how fun is that?
Bacon or an egg.
Yeah.
I've got that costume if you want to be bacon or eggs.
Okay, yeah.
I've got mac and cheese. I've got bacon.
Yeah.
I've also got, I think I got tuna fish.
I've got pancakes. I've got donut.
Yeah.
You can be whatever you want. I got waffle.
I've got pepperoni pizza. I also have syrup. I've
Wow.
got a Fruit Loop. I apologize. And then Fred Flintstone.
Are we in a costume off right now?
I will bury you.
Feels like it. Yeah.
There's so many more.
All right, Peaky, don't get mad.
So other than costumes, was there food and drink that kind of went along with the theme as well?
No.
Okay.
I kind of had my own meal. I was eating whiskey.
Eating whiskey. Okay, just eating it. Just chewing it all up.
That's kind of, the whole prohibition thing. I was really getting into character.
If you're drinking old fashions, you can eat the orange and the cherry.
There you go.
It's a salad, really.
I didn't do any. Oh, yeah. I could have made a healthy night.
Yeah. Okay. That's fun. Everybody seemed to like it. Everybody dressed up that came to the party.
Sweet Denny's and his wife, Jen, were also dressed as the roaring 20s or 30s or 40s or whatever it was.
Did you bring Honey Face? Did she dress?
Well, yeah, it was her sister's party.
Oh,
so.
Nice. Look at you getting in with the fam.
Yeah. Okay. Look at that.
Does the sister like you?
I would hope.
All right.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe the parents were at the movie premiere too, right?
Yes, they were.
Honey Face's parents? Ooh,
Her mom was there. Her dad ended up getting stuck in Orlando. Something with a train, and it got stopped. Like, that's a good excuse.
Must be Brightline.
He's like, I don't want to go to that movie.
That's why you always take Brightline. You got a great excuse not to show up someplace. Whatever, Brightline. Somebody.
Hit somebody again.
Yeah. I'd love to be there. Something really did happen. He couldn't get there.
Well, that KBJ horror movie is up on YouTube right now called Chat Room. You can go and check that out. How many generations go through this where they grow up with something in their home as a kid that disappears by the time they're an adult? Because you look at our life. Think of how many things you had in your house when you were a kid that no home really in America has now, unless it's something that would be vintage. Now, I guess there are some things. I do remember, for instance, like wood-burning stoves and things like that you didn't see so much that might have been in your grandparents' or great-grandparents' home that over time with central heating and things like that kind of changed. Maybe it was a window air conditioning unit, something along those lines in the generations past.
When I first saw central air, I didn't believe it or understand it. I was like, what is central air?
Right.
What the hell?
What a concept, huh?
I just thought life was about a window unit.
Yeah. Now, there are many things that involve tech that makes a lot of sense. Anything from VCRs to DVDs, CDs, possibly record players, even though they're still around and they've kind of made a bit of a comeback.
Believe it or not, my buddy does a lot of vintage stuff, and he says VHSs and all that kind of stuff, there's a market for it. There are people that still like the idea, kind of just like the record player. They just, it's very nostalgic, and it's kind of cool to have them set up on a shelf, and they look cool.
Right. Typewriter was something I remember when I was a little kid. My dad had the typewriter, but then it changed into the computer somewhere, and we didn't have the typewriter anymore.
Yep, typewriter. We had that too.
I mean, if you're anywhere with somebody with a typewriter, you are in a town that I think they have one police officer.
Yeah. Feels that way, right?
Rocco bought a typewriter, but he bought it from your friend that deals in vintage goods.
Jesse, yeah.
So now we have a typewriter in my house.
Some people love it. Oddly enough, Tom Hanks collects typewriters.
Really?
Did you know that? That's like his little hobby.
It's crazy because my same friend, the weird things that people are into, that what they collect is so bizarre and so specific. It's insane.
Yeah, it really is kind of odd. Another thing that I remember was in my house, I don't know if they were so necessary, but we used to have filing cabinets.
Yes.
With data storage and everything else, do people still typically have a filing cabinet in their house?
Well, I even remember being stressed out going to the library because I could never figure out that Dewey Decimal System. Like, oh man, there's so many files, so many cards.
That's all gone.
So many numbers and dots.
They don't have that, right? If you go to a library, they don't have that system anymore. I'd imagine.
Yeah, no.
No, they have to.
They might to catalog things, but it just wouldn't be in a card catalog anymore. I wouldn't think.
Digitally, they'd do it.
Yeah, I would think so. John is on here from Boynton Beach. What is something that would be in a home when you were a kid that just nobody seems to have anymore, John?
Man, we used to have a full-size satellite dish, and I sure don't see those anymore.
Oh, man. I remember that.
Rich kids had one of those.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah. I remember we did the Thriller video at my house when I was, like, in probably second grade, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody else had cable, like, so my house was, like, the very popular house for TV, and I remember when the Thriller video came out, like, all of my neighbors all of a sudden knew who we were, you know?
Yeah.
So that was the place to be. I don't know, MTV, I was up in Minneapolis, like a suburb at the time, and from Canada, you could get MTV kind of on regular stations, but not that far south.
Did you guys get Playboy?
Oh, man, yeah, we got all kinds of things.
Yeah. Oh, we got all that good stuff.
A young boy in the 80s that just discovered he has Playboy on his TV.
Oh, yeah. It was insane. Yeah, it changes a person's life.
What was so wild about the satellite dishes is there was an era where if you had a huge satellite dish, it meant you were rich. Look out, baby, I'm wealthy. And then in about 10 years, if you had a large satellite dish, it meant you were poor. Because everybody else had the small ones that just weren't so like, hey, how poor are you, man? Well, talking about things that nobody really has in their home anymore. Maybe you notice it when you're a kid and then just somewhere in time it disappeared. Talking about some of the tech stuff that was there. A lot of stuff with TV, satellite dishes, and DVDs, VCRs, that kind of stuff. For the most part, it's typically gone. But somebody said, do you remember the old style cable box where you would put an index card in the top and you'd have to wiggle it around to get the premium channels for free?
You old?
I do remember we had a box that went on the top of our TV and it had press down buttons that were on it. So the TV itself, you had to turn the dial, but the top, you put it on channel 3 and then it would go to the top box and then you'd push down on a button that went to like 20. I was like, I can't believe we have 20 channels.
20 channels.
It's unbelievable.
Did you guys ever have that? All of a sudden, the cable company would give you HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, the Playboy channel, and a couple other boob channels.
But they call it that? The boob channel.
But it would start on a Friday afternoon. The Disney Channel they'd give you all this
Yeah, they would
free.
do the HBO the weekends, and it was so exciting when you got HBO for free for a weekend. I couldn't believe it.
Dog, when they did the Playboy channel, me and my brother we kept pinching each other going, is this real?
Oh, I bet you were pinching something.
Yeah, right.
The amount of tugging that happened that weekend.
They would do it every so often, and I remember one time they let it go through. They'd usually shut it down by Monday morning. It was over. The good times were over. There was one time they let it go into Monday night. We're going,
oh, wow.
So at every second we were afraid it was going to go dark on us.
Tug Fest.
Tug Fest 87.
Oh, so much. So raw.
Jbird, where'd all the tissues go? Somebody said when I was a kid, everybody had those electric can openers. It would drill into cabinets and hang down.
Yes.
I kind of like that.
That was a thing, like a wall unit opener for your can.
And that seemed more advanced, but everybody's kind of gone back to the old manual ones now, which is kind of weird because that feels like you took a step backwards. Why did we get rid of the ones that seem to be fancier?
With my WAG, weak ass grip, I do not do well with opening up a can.
That'd be a funny video.
I need the machine. I can never get it locked in.
Another thing that disappeared from your childhood home, the wall calendar. Did you guys have one of those?
Yes.
We did, right by the phone that was hanging up in the kitchen, so you knew everything that was on the calendar for the family.
We didn't have the wall calendar, but we did have wall stains.
Okay.
The wall calendar and the pen with a little bit of Velcro on it where it's stuck.
Yeah, right. I do remember that. And takeout menus. Somebody said we used to have a drawer full of those, and I don't see those that much anymore.
Yeah, if you did delivery for Chinese or pizza, those are kind of always been the standard. I don't remember too many places that delivered the sub. We live in a good time right now.
Yeah, it's a great time. You know, tech is great, and it's easier to get around these days and to figure things out. But boy, with it comes a new opportunity for scam artists. And if you do rideshare, here's something you got to be aware of. There's a new Uber scam that is going around right now, and it involves the verification code, which is supposed to increase your security, you would think. I've had that happen where I get into an Uber ride and they're like, okay, what's the code that was sent to you? And I give them the number. And I'm like, okay, so it's an added little step of security, but it's also an added little thing of scamming. Now, they say what is going on right now is some riders are reporting that shortly after booking their Uber rides, they're getting a phone call or a text asking for the verification code that Uber just sent to them. Now, something the company says they will never, ever request. So the scam works like this. The fraudulent caller, and how they know that you just got an ID number is crazy in and of itself, but they will claim there's an issue with your account. And they'll say, hey, you got to give us the code. Once you do, they then get access to your account or payment information. Oh. And then they go crazy. As you're enjoying your ride or wherever you're going, they're going, did it empty, bank account empty.
Gosh. It's probably happened to me. It's probably already happened to me like 11 times.
And you didn't notice.
I gotta look at the books.
Uber is saying we will never call, text, or email you to request your password, verification code, or banking details. Do not share any code ever sent to your phone or ask you to transfer funds. That does not happen.
Honestly, all this stuff makes me not click on anything, including work emails.
I know.
I'm not even kidding you. I feel like sometimes it's almost entrapment. Here, we're going to throw this fake fishy email out. Do you click it? Yes, I'm going to click it.
How is the scam artist getting that code, or at least finding out that you got a code right away? How do they know that I'm interacting with the app and I've just booked a ride, and that person, because only one time, and I do rides rather frequently now, only one time have I gotten a code that I gave to the driver when I got in the vehicle.
Would you say you are at least a 2 Uber ride per week now?
Probably, yeah, on average.
You don't ever have any weird moments?
No, not really. They're all pretty lovely.
So bizarre to me.
It's you, dude.
Yeah.
You are your father's son.
It's very odd. One time I had a driver that drove with her feet. That was interesting, but that's the only one that's been a little bit abnormal.
I think that's a little odd.
Okay, that's odd.
That's odd.
Okay, yeah. She was great at it, though.
Did she have hands?
No.
Oh, well, that's different.
Yeah, it is and it isn't. I mean, she still drove with her feet, very capable, and it was absolutely amazing. I was oddly fascinated the entire time. Barefoot, and she had like a little knob up there on the wheel, and she was maybe one of the better drivers I've ever had.
See, I think that is awesome. But
I do too.
If someone had their arms and they were just driving with their feet, then it gets weird.
I'd be like, hey, your arms work? Yeah. Hey, can you use those instead?
Yeah, that's what I thought happened.
Oh, that lady has to be running away with tips.
Gave her a good tip, actually.
Yeah. I bet you did. I bet you did.
I give her a huge tip.
If you are a horrible person, you don't leave her a tip.
Yeah, no. She's got a great tip.
She's going to get a great tip from me.
She's a great driver, too.
I mean, that is amazing.
Yeah. It's my most unforgettable ride of all time. Yeah. So
Man,
I enjoyed it.
I mean, I had a guy that was growling and farting at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it was bizarre, man.
How do you know what was coming out of which side?
I didn't. I really didn't. You could have turned it into a game. It could have been a good KVJ game.
Not as fun as the girl driving with her feet.
Oh, Kevin's story absolutely is better than mine. You don't want a growling farter?
Growl or fart? What was that noise?
I mean, it is kind of tailor-made for our show.
Maybe he was playing a game with you.
Who knows? It was late. Anything's possible. It was that weird time of night.
All right, well, we got more KVJ coming your way on the After the Show. You can dial it up by going to YouTube and looking for the KVJ Show. If you can't make it there live, you can always get it anytime you want on demand. Jbird, if you would, wrap us up with your thought for the day.
A lot of miracles look like ordinary days until you lose them.
Dang, that's a good one.
Yeah.